Good day, everyone. For today's discussion in cost accounting and control, we will be talking about losses in production, specifically scrap, spoilage, and rework, which are common situations in manufacturing businesses. Before we start, guys, I would like to comment down below, guys, if tanaw ninyo, guys, na mupasar ko this time, guys. Comment mo down below o hashtag we love Ma'am Cora, guys. Kaya, Ma'am Cora, we love you.
Okay, so now let's start. So I will be flashing the problems here so that you can, ano, para makasabay kayo. Okay, so let's start with problem E7-1. Okay, so sa E7-1, ang situation is about scrap metal. Ang scrap is leftover materials gikan sa production process nga dili na magamit sa main product pero naagyapon siya resale value. In this case, the company sold scrap worth $1,650 on account. Okay? Since on account man siya, meaning wala pa na bayaran ang company immediately sa pagbaligya. Okay? So, ang atong i-debit is accounts receivable. Okay? So, yeah. So the problem now asks us no, to cater to four possible accounting treatments depending kung saan pag-classify sa company sa scrap sale. Okay? So, the first treatment, we consider a scrap as additional revenue, meaning tanawon siya as an extra income to the company. Mao, ng entry is, like I said, debit to accounts receivable and a credit to scrap sales. Okay? Since an account man siya, okay, so accounts receivable pa siya. Pero additional income man siya. So, sales. Okay? Next, treat ang scrap as a reduction to cost of goods sold. Instead nga mahimo siyang income, ang proceeds na lang sa scrap, magpa-reduce na lang siya sa production cost sa company. Okay? Mao na ang ato ang debit gihapon is account receivable. Pero ang ato ang gipababaan man kay ang cost of goods sold. So, ang ato ang credit is cost of goods sold. Kaya 'di ba ang normal na to nga balance sa cost of goods sold is debit. Okay? Tapos ang usual na iyang kapares is finished goods inventory or inventory kanang nagpagawas na kag inventory. So, mao na siya. Okay? Since reduction man siya karon, gi-credit na to ang cost of goods sold. Okay? So sa third treatment, gitreat na to ang or gitreat the company ang scrap as a reduction sa factory overhead. Ang meaning ani na ang scrap proceeds makatabang sa pag-offset sa indirect manufacturing cost. Okay? So same pa rin, debit na to ang accounts receivable and pero karon ang atong i-credit kay ang factory overhead control. Okay? Okay, makapatabang man siya sa pag-offset. Okay? So sa ato fourth and last treatment is if ang scrap traceable to a specific job. Meaning kapalo ang company unsang job gikan ang scrap. Okay? So usually when treating in the treatment of scraps dili na siya traceable to a specific job order. Kay for example kani nga situation kay mga bakal man. So unsaon man pag-trace sa sa isa ka job, 'di ba? Sa kadagag bakal dira nga mga trimmings or unsa ba. So traceable pa din siya sa isa ka job. So dili na no. However, if mag-specify ang problem, okay? If mag-specify siya na um na traceable siya to a job kay dili na ta mag-recognize. Okay? So, ang atong i-debit yapon kay kato accounts receivable tapos i-credit na to ang work in process inventory. Okay? Pero usually, if traceable siya to a job, kay mag-specify man na siya. Okay? If mag-specify siya, kay pwede na to siya butangan dere o ano, job number 1, 2, 3. Okay? Pero if wala siya gi-specify, kay okay lang. Okay? Sige. Now let's proceed to E7-2. So sa E7-2, talks about spoilage due to internal failure, meaning tala sa company. Ang spoilage means defective products na dili na pwede gamitin for production. In this case, 80 table legs were defective and ang total production cost nila, including materials, labor, and production overhead, is $332. Pero bisan pag defective sila, pwede ka pa siyang ibaligya as scrap for $1.50. So, ang salvage value nato is 80 times 1.5 is equal to $120 na salvage value. Now, ang remaining cost na dili na ma-recover is called unrecoverable spoilage cost. So, 230 total na cost minus 120 na salvage value is equal to 112 na loss. Then, ato na siyang i-debit as spoiled goods inventory na 80 times. Okay, so balik, sorry. So ang atong i-debit una kay ang spoiled goods inventory na katong 80, okay? 80 times 1.5. Okay? Next na atong i-debit is ang factory overhead control na loss nato na 112. Okay? So ang kaning unrecoverable na na cost kay gina-charge siya sa factory overhead control. Okay? So, ang atong i-credit is work in process inventory na $332. Okay? Okay, meaning nag-remove na to ang mga cost sa defective units gikan sa WIP. Next, E7-3. Sa E7-3, ang company nag-use job order costing system. Okay? Ang total cost sa job is $27,000 and ang total units produced kay 1,000 chairs. To get the cost per chair, i-divide lang. Okay? So I will be showing our here. Okay? So ang total cost sa job is 37,000. Okay? I-divide lang siya. Then makuha nimo ang $27 per chair. During inspection, 100 chairs were spoiled, meaning dili na magamit ang 100 and dili na pud sila ma-rework. However, they can still be sold for $10 each. Okay? So napa siya yung salvage value. So salvage value is 100 times $10 each is equals to $1,000. But since $1,000 can still be recovered, ang actual na loss nato is 27,000 minus 1,000 is equals to $1,700. This unrecoverable amount is charged to factory overhead control because it is spoilage due to internal failure. Okay? So, excuse me po. Our debit will be spoiled goods inventory, which is katong 1,000. The factory overhead control, na katong 1,700. Okay? Then finished goods inventory, $27 times 900. Okay? Okay. So, i-charge na to siya sa work in process inventory since it is spoilage due to internal failure. So, E7-4, spoilage due to customer change. Okay, so naman ta sa internal failure. Now, we will be turning to the customer change or sala sa customer. I mean, hindi ko siya sala sa customer, pero yeah, dahil na siya sa customer. Kung katong internal failure, sala sa company, kani, sala sa customer. Okay? So, ang spoilage dito tungkol sa production mistake, but tungkol sa customer design change. The total job cost is $104,000 and total units produced is $600. To get the total unit cost is divide mo 104,000 divided by 600. Okay. So, makuha nimo ang $173.33 per unit. However, 100 units could not meet the new specification, so they become spoiled goods. Dili na siya ma-rework. These spoiled units could still be sold for $100 each, so the salvage value is 100 times $100 is equals to 100,000 to 10,000. Okay? The cost assigned to these 100 units is 100 times 173.33 is equals to 17,333. So, i-flash na ko daan ng atong mga answer, which is that one. Okay? Since salvage value is 10,000, the unrecoverable loss is 17,333 minus 10,000, which is 7,333. Because the spoilage was caused by customer design change, the loss is recorded separately as loss due to customer change. Meanwhile, the remaining 500 goods units are transferred to finished goods inventory. Okay? So, for this problem, kanila ang ato ang journal entries. Ano? Okay? So, E7-5, rework due to internal failure gihapon. So, this is about rework na. So, kanang balik ko na siya og trabaho. Dili na spoiled. Kaya if spoiled, dili na siya matrabaho og balik. Pero if rework, pwede pa siya trabaho og balik. Okay? So, meaning pwede pa siya ma-repair, ma-fix, or yeah. Inspection revealed that an umbrella was missing a ring from the table. So, kinahanglan siyang i-rework. So, each table required 50 cents per part and $1 in primer and paint. Okay, so the total materials cost per table is $1.50 for the direct materials. Okay. For labor, each table needed 1/4 an hour of labor at $10 per hour. Okay. So labor cost per table is $10 times 0.25 is equals to 25 direct labor cost. Okay. So yeah, adding everything, $1.50 in materials, $2.50 in labor, and $3 in overhead. So, ang atong makuha, ana, is, ano, ang atong makuha, ana, is $7 per table. Okay? Okay. So, let me show the answers here. Yan. Okay? So, 100 units man, ang atong gi-produce. So, gi-time siya sa 7. Okay? Mo ni siya times 7, 700. Raw mats, this one, payroll, and this one. Okay? So, for here, finished goods inventory. Yan. Okay. Okay, so because this rework resulted from internal failure production, the cost is charged to factory overhead control. Mali siya. Okay. After rework, the tables are transferred from work in process, gikan siya diri, padulong siya diri, sa finished goods inventory. Okay. Excuse me po. Okay, so for our final number, okay. So the company produced 1,000 gauges with an original job cost of $65,000. Okay? Before delivery, okay, before delivery, the customer requested a design change requiring replacement of a part. So, si customer nag-request. Okay? So, since si customer nag-request, so, dili ni siya due to internal failure. Okay? So, each gauge needed $1 material cost and 10 minutes of labor for installation. 10 minutes is 1/6 of an hour. So labor cost per unit is 1/6 times 15 is equal to 2.50. Okay, so taas na ba today? So let me show you the answers na lang, no, para ano ta. Para makasabay ta. Okay? Baba. Okay. So ano siya. So overhead is applied at $30 per labor hour. So 1/6 times 30 is equal to $5 overhead per unit. Now add the costs. $1 in materials, 2.50 in labor, $5 in overhead. Total rework per unit is $8.50. So so for 1,000 units, 8 times 0.50, 8.50 rather, times 1,000 is equal to 8,500 total rework cost. Okay? This rework cost is added to work in process inventory. Okay? Making the total new job cost 65,000 for the for the old job plus 8,000 500 for the rework which totals to 73,500. Okay? Now, the company sells its products at 150% of cost. So the selling price is 73,500 times 150%, which equals to 110,250. Okay, so debit cash, credit sales. Okay. Finally, the accounting records both the cost of goods sold and the sales revenue when finished gauges are delivered. Okay. So that's it for our thank you. Okay, so now moving on to our second sheet, which shows the cost of production report of Turkberg for the production period of May 2010. Ang Turkberg Company produces frozen turkey patties, and in the forming department, the ground turkey is shaped and cooked into patties. After that, the patties are transferred to the finishing department where they are placed on buns, boxed, and frozen. The company uses a weighted average process costing system, meaning the cost from the beginning inventory and current production period are combined when computing the cost per equivalent unit. Also, according to the problem, the acceptable shrinkage for this department is 1% of the pound started, which will be considered normal shrinkage. Okay? Now, first, we will be determining the total pounds to account for. Okay? Okay. We will start from the beginning work in process inventory, or this one, the beginning pounds, which is 2,000 pounds. These units are already in production at the beginning of the period. Okay, so next, during the month, the company started 250,000 units, pounds. So we add that to get 252,000 pounds to account for. Okay? So this means that 252,000 pounds entered production during this period. Now we account for where these pounds went. First, 238,200 pounds were transferred to the finishing department, meaning they were already completed in the forming department. Second, so i-minus ito na siya. Okay. Next, um, 6,000 pounds remained in the ending work in process inventory, which are still incomplete at the end of the period. To determine the pounds lost due to shrinkage, we subtract 252,000 from 300, 252,000 um from this one. Okay, so 252,000 minus 238,200 minus 6,000. We have 7,800 pounds shrinkage. So this represents the total loss during the production process. Okay, next we determine the normal shrinkage. The problem states that the acceptable shrinkage rate is 1% of the pounds started. Since 250,000 pounds were started, we compute. Okay, so 1% sa 250,000 is 2,500 pounds. So 2,500 pounds are considered normal shrinkage. Okay? Because of this, so ang normal shrinkage, okay, is kani. Okay? So mao na siya ang acceptable rate sa company na makuha na shrinkage. Okay? Now we will compute the abnormal shrinkage. Okay? So, ang abnormal shrinkage, so ang total pounds of shrinkage man nato is 7,800. So, lapas man dyan siya sa 2,500 pounds na normal shrinkage. So, ato siyang i-minus sa normal pounds of shrinkage para makuha nato if pila ka pounds ang abnormal na shrinkage. Okay? So, this one nato siya. Abnormal shrinkage is pounds of shrinkage minus the normal shrinkage. So, 5,300 pounds ang abnormal shrinkage natin. Okay? Now, we compute for the EUP. So, equivalent units allow us to measure partially completed units in terms of completed units. Now, for beginning WIP, since the weighted average method is used, we treat them as part of the total units process. Okay, so sa beginning na to, 6,000, so sa beginning na to, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Okay? For started and completed units, we subtract the beginning inventory from transferred unit. So 238,200 minus 2,000 is equal to 236,200. So same yapon siya for material and conversion. Okay? So, excuse me. So for ending WIP inventory, there are 6,000 units, but there are only 30% complete with respect to conversion costs. Okay? So 100% complete for material, but for the conversion, it is 30% complete. So 6,000 times 30%. We get 1,800. Okay? Now, excuse me. Now, next, we include the abnormal shrinkage, which is counted as equivalent units because work was already done on them. Okay, so abnormal shrinkage is 5,000. Yeah, abnormal shrinkage is 5,300. Pero ang normal shrinkage or a normal loss, nagapon siya. Okay? Okay. After summing everything, we get the total EUP, the total unit, which is 252,000. For the material, 249,500, and for the conversion, 245,300. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. So, for the cost per EUP, let's, let's solve for that. So, beginning with cost are 1,807 for materials and 150 for conversion, totaling 1,957. So for the current costs, um, they are added during May. Materials were 240,208 and conversion costs of 24,380, which totals 264,588. We add that to the total beginning cost, we get 266,545. Okay. But to be specific, for the materials we get 242,015, and for the conversion we get 24,530. Then next we divide that with the EUP, which is this one which we solved earlier. We divide that from the total cost. So for the materials, it it is 242,015 divided by the EP of 249,500. We get the cost per EUP, which is $0.97, okay, or 97 cents. Next, for the conversion cost, sorry guys, medyo makati yung lalamunan ko for today. So, the total cost for the conversion is 24,530, and we will be dividing that from the EUP of 245,300, which we will get the cost per EUP of 10 cents. Okay, we added both, we get $1.07 for the cost per EUP in total. Now we will be assigning costs. Now we will the first are the units transferred to the finishing department. From the finishing department, 238,200 times 1.7, which equals to 254,874. Now for the materials, we have 6,000 um 6,000 times 0.97, we get 5,820. And for the conversion, we have 1,800 times 0.10, which is 180. So the total ending inventory is 6,000. Then abnormal spoilage, we um we multiply it by the total cost per EUP, which is 1.7. We get 5,671. Then we sum the transferred out, and as well as the ending inventory and the abnormal spoilage, we get the total cost accounted for, which is 266,545. Okay. So one way to reduce shrinkage is to produce higher quality turkey with lower fat content. Although it costs more per pound, it shrinks less, which can lower conversion cost per finished unit and allow a higher selling price. The turkey, April turkey costs about 1.13 per pound, while the May average cost was about 0.97 per pound. The cheaper turkey likely caused the unusually high spoilage, though the exact cost difference is unclear under the weighted average process costing method. So now let's move on to our next problem, which is Gary's Tools Gardening Department, and we will be preparing the cost of production report for the production period of August 2010. Okay. So first, we will be determining the units to account for. Um, First, we will be getting the beginning work in process inventory, which is 1,000 units. Then for the transferred in units, which are 50,800 units, then we will sum up the two. So that equates to 51,800 units to account for. Okay. Next, we will be computing the equivalent units of production. So the equivalent units help us convert partially completed units into completed units for costing purposes. So the beginning work in process inventory is 1,000 for all the elements. And for the started and completed units, it is 48,000 for all. Okay. For the ending WIP, there are a total of 1,800 units. Okay, so isa-isahin natin sila. So 100% complete for the transferred in cost. Okay, so 100% complete siya. So 0% complete for materials. So wala siya. Okay, 40% complete for labor. And 65% complete for overhead. Okay, so normal spoilage is 650 units. Okay, and abnormal spoilage is 350. Notice that walang normal spoilage and abnormal spoilage si direct materials. Kasi sabi sa problem, hindi siya kasali. Okay? So, dapat mag-specific tayo when it comes to that. Okay? Then, we get the EUP. Yan. Okay? So, it's just a summation of all these. So, yan, pababa. Yan. Okay? Then, ito, pababa dyan. Yan. And yan. Okay? Now, we proceed to our costs. Okay? So, the beginning WIP cost total is 7,355. Okay? It consists of the transferred in cost of 6,050, and for the direct materials, wala, and direct labor 325, and for our overhead, which is 980. Okay. For the current production costs, it equates to a total of 235,557, which consists of yan. Okay? So, i-add lang yung dalawa, the beginning, and for the current, we have the total cost. Okay? The next step is to divide our total cost with the EUP. So, i-divide siya with here. So, ang ating total cost, i-divide siya with the EUP. Okay? So, yan ang EUP natin. So, i-divide siya. Okay? Divide siya. So, pagkatapos i-divide, ang makuha natin is ang cost per EUP. Okay? After that, we assign the cost. Okay? So for our transferred out, we have 231,525 saan yan galing. Okay? So, yan. Galing siya sa ating transferred out na 49,000. Okay, 49,000 transferred out units times times 4.725 na EUP. Kasi ito rounded up na ito. Okay? So, pwede siya interchangeable kasi sa Excel kasi rounded up na. Okay, pero if sa calculator tayo, ito ang maglabas. So, anything will do. Basta matama lang siya. Okay? So, for our normal spoilage, ito. Then, for our ending inventories, transferred in. For our labor, then overhead, abnormal spoilage. Tapos, i-add lang yan silang lahat. We will get the total cost accounted for. Then, as you can see, ang ating total cost accounted for is same din siya sa ating total cost. And our total EUP is balanced with our units to account for. So, isa din yan siya sa mga indicators if tama or mali yung ginagawa nyo kasi mag-balance yan silang dalawa. Okay? So, si units to account for is always balanced with the EUP and the the total cost are balanced with the total cost accounted for. Okay? Okay. Next, we will be doing a journal entry for the loss and abnormal spoilage. To record abnormal spoilage, the journal entry is debit loss and abnormal spoilage of 1,566 and credit work in process inventory grinding 1,566. Okay. It is to record disposal of cost of abnormal spoilage. Okay. So yeah, that is our cost of production report for Gary's Tools Grinding Department. Okay, so now let's proceed to Strong Arm Company. Now we will be producing the cost of production report for the production period of August 2010. Okay, now let's look at the physical flow of units. First, we will be getting the beginning inventory of 3,000 units and transferred in units of 45,000 units. Now we add the two, we get the units to account for of 48,000 units. Okay. Now, the transferred out units, we get 40,000 and the ending inventory of 4,000 and the bikes lost, which are 4,000 units. Okay. So the unit accounted for is 48,000. Okay. Notice na balance yung dalawa. Okay. Yung units to account for and units accounted for. Okay, yan yung golden rule. Dapat si units to account for, balance siya sa units accounted for. Okay? Sige. Next, we determine the normal and abnormal spoilage. Okay? According to the problem, the normal defective rate is 5% of the bikes that reach the inspection point. But remember, bikes and ending inventory have not yet reached inspection. So, hindi sila kasama sa computation. So, we compute the bikes reaching inspection. Okay. So yun. So, 48,000 total bikes passing through assembly minus 4,000 minus 4,000 ending inventory. Okay? That leaves 44,000 bikes reaching inspection. Okay? So, lagyan natin na ng line para hindi masyadong Okay? So 44,000 multiplied by 5% is equal to 2,200 normal defective bikes. Okay. However, the total bikes lost was 4,000. 4,000 units. Okay? So to determine the abnormal spoilage, 4,000 na total loss, then we minus, okay? We minus the abnormal, we minus the normal spoilage, we get the abnormal, okay? We get the abnormal spoilage of 1,800 units. Okay? Now let's proceed to the equivalent units using the weighted average method. For transferred out, okay. For transferred out units, okay, it is 40,000 for all the elements. Since they are 100% complete for transferred in cost, materials, and conversion, so all columns show 40,000 equivalent units. Next is ending work in process, which is 4,000. Okay? So sa 4,000 ito, sa ending WIP, so sa transferred in is 100% complete. So which is 4,000. 50% complete for material, which is 2,000, and 800 for the conversion cost. 800. So 800 is 20%. Okay? So 20% complete yung conversion. Okay? So for the normal loss of 2,200 units, yan, for all columns na yan siya. Okay? And abnormal loss of 1,800 units. Okay? Okay. So bakit 2,200 pa rin sa lahat? Okay? These are considered fully processed up to inspection, so we treat them as 100% complete for all categories. Okay? So all categories are 100% complete. Okay, the same applies to abnormal loss of 1,800 units since they were also discovered at inspection. Therefore, they're also 100% complete. Okay? So adding everything up, we get the total units, equivalent units are 48,000. Okay? For the transferred in, we also have 48,000. For the materials, we have 46,000, and for our conversion cost, and our conversion, we have 44,800. Okay? Now, we proceed to the cost computation. Okay. First, we will be determining the total cost to account for. Okay. So, the beginning WIP is that. Okay? And for our current cost, we also have that. Okay? So, i-add natin, i-add natin dalawa sa beginning and current, we will get our total cost. Okay? Okay. Now, we will be dividing it by the EUP. Ano yung EUP? Ito. Okay? Ito yung EUP. So, for the transferred in, we have 48. Okay? 48. Then for materials, we have 46,000. Then 44,800 for our conversion. Okay? Now we will be dividing it by the total cost. So 1,320,000 divided by 48, 103,500 divided by 46,000, and 255,360 divided by 44,800, which equates to, yan. So, yan. So, ang ating total cost per EUP is $35.45. Okay, so it's transferred in 27.50, materials $2.25, and conversion $5.70. Okay, now let's go to the cost assignment. Okay. So normal defective bikes, 2,200 times 35.45, we get 77,990. Then abnormal defective bike, 1,800 times 35.45, we get 60,810. So ito siya, ito siya yung ating i-times the times, okay? Yung cost per EUP total. Okay. Then good bikes completed, 40,000. Yes, that one. Okay. Now, for the ending with inventory, we get that one. Then for our cost of good bikes, this one, normal spoilage cost, and total cost transferred. Okay, so that's it for Strong Arm Company. Okay, now we will look at the cost of production report weighted average method for Latoya Company. This is for the production period of May 2010. Okay, now let's begin. First, let us look at the physical flow of units, or the units we need to account for in the production. At the beginning of the period, the company had 5,600 units in the beginning work in process inventory. During the month, the company started 74,400 units into production. If we add these together, we get the units to account for, which is 80,000. Okay. Next, we determine how these units were used or where they went. Okay. So the beginning work in process inventory, 5,600. Okay. Now, 64,400 units that were started and completed during the same period. Okay. Now, the ending with inventory, which is yen, and we will now determine the spoilage. The problem states that normal spoilage is 3% of the completed good units. So, we compute that, it is 2,100 units because 3% of 70,000 is 2,100. Now, to determine the abnormal spoilage, we subtract the known units from the total units to account for. Total units to account for 80,000. Minus completed units 70,000, which leaves 10,000. Minus ending WIP inventory of 7,500 and minus normal spoilage of 2,100. So the abnormal spoilage is 400 units. So if we add all of these, we will get the total units of 80,000. Okay, which matches the units to account for. Okay, so notice units to account for and units accounted for, balance sila always. Okay, the golden rule. Units to account for and units accounted for, always balance. Okay, for our materials, we have 80,000, and for our conversion, we have 75,000. Okay, now we move to the cost data. The beginning work in process inventory have the following costs. Direct materials of 6,400 and conversion costs of 1,232 with a total of 7,632. Current cost for the period here, we have 74,000 for materials and conversion costs of $31,768, which totals to $106,168. Now, cost to account for. We add the beginning cost with the current cost, okay? Which gives us these figures. Yan. Okay. Now, we will be dividing the cost to account for with the EUP. Okay, so we will be dividing it with this. Okay, so the EUP is this one. We will be dividing the total cost with it. So for the materials, 80,800 divided by 80,000. For the conversion, $33,000 divided by 75,000, which gives us, for the materials, we have $1.01, and for the conversion, we have $4.44, so the total of $1.45. Now, for our cost assignment, units completed, we have 70,000. Okay, 70,000. We multiply it by our total cost per EUP. Okay. Now, it gives us a total of $101,500. Now, for our normal spoilage, direct materials, and conversion. Okay, we will multiply it by its cost per EUP. Okay, so the total normal spoilage cost is $3,045. For our ending inventory, okay, we have 8,675 for our direct material, 7,575, and for our conversion, we have 1,100. Okay, abnormal spoilage. Okay. Yan. Okay, totaling to 580. After that, we will be summing these, and our total cost accounted for is 113,800. Okay, so let us see if our total cost accounted for is same as our cost to account for. Okay, so 113,800 and 113,800. So, balance din sila. Okay? Total cost accounted for is also balanced with cost to account for. Okay? So, units to account for is balanced with units accounted for, and our cost to account for is also balanced with total cost accounted for. Okay? So, so that's it for Latoya Company's cost of production report for the weighted average method. Now, let's proceed to the cost of production report of Latoya Company using the first in and first out method, or the FIFO. This is for the production period of May 2010. Okay? Now, for the I'm sorry. Hindi ko na sorry guys, hindi ko siya na white, pero sige na lang. Okay. So for the beginning work in process inventory, we have 5,600. Okay? Units started 74,400 with a total of 80,000. Okay? So, production data. Beginning with inventory yun, except for our material, which is zero because it is 100% complete. And for our conversion, we have 28,000. I mean 2,800. Okay? So started and completed units, 64,400. It's the same for all. Ending with inventory. Okay? Normal spoilage. Yan. And abnormal spoilage. Okay. Mhm. So, for the okay, so for the um units account for, units accounted for, it is 80,000. And here we have 74,400. And here we have 70,450, which is the summary of all of these. Now, for the cost data, we have here, beginning with inventory, which is 7,632. Materials and conversion are zero. Current cost 106,158. Material, this one, and conversion, this one. Cost to account for 113,800. Okay? So for the material, we have 74,400, and for our conversion, we have 70,450. Okay? Now we will be dividing it by the EUP. Okay, so the EUP here and here, yan, yan. Now we have here 1 for the material and 0.45 for the conversion. We add these two, we have 1.45 for the total cost per EUP. Now, cost assignment, beginning with inventory cost, 7,632. Conversion cost, 1,260. Okay. Started and completed, 93,380. Normal spoilages, which is 2,383.50. Total cost transferred out, 104,655.50. We add the ending with inventory and abnormal spoilage. Then we will be getting the total cost accounted for of 113,734.50. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much.